God will send signs of reassurance. God will send confirmation that he's working. You pray to God and you pray for him to intervene on a certain situation or a certain day, a work day, whatever it may be, a relationship. You pray and you say, God, please change this. Please change my situation. Please deliver me. Please free me. And then you wait. But then that doubt kicks in. That doubt kicks in. That experience of waiting. But then he sends a sign of confirmation. And for me, it's the deer. It's always been a deer. In a dream, in reality. But the deer is looking at me. And I've learned through prayer and meditation that every time I see a deer, God shows up. He's confirming before he shows up that he's going to show up. I see the deer, and then I see God's miraculous work in that day. I pray and pray every Friday is a good day at work. And when I don't see the deer, because I don't see a deer every morning, but when I don't see the deer, it's a bad day. But driving to work this morning, I see 2 deers. Both of them are looking at me. Both of them are looking at me. So I say, okay, God, I see you. I see you. You're going to show up today. Instantly. Instantly. My mood gets better. My day gets better. I'm no longer dreading getting to work. And you know what? I get to work, and it's a great day. Sounds frivolous, sounds silly, but the deer confirms that God is going to change the situation this day. And it can be the same for anybody. You could say, God, I don't know what to do. But then he sends a sign. But then he says, okay, I'm working. We got to be open to those signs. We got to be open to those voices. We got to be open to those communications by God, because if we're overtaken by the situation, if we're overtaken by the circumstance, if we're overtaken by the trouble, we will miss God's voice. We will miss it. We will miss him saying, I'm here, my child. I got you. We're going to do this together. We're going to get through it together. I got you. We're going to miss it. There's people going through so much right now. They pray to God, and he gives them an answer, but they miss it. I'm guilty of it too. We miss God's intervention. We miss God's voice. We miss God talking to us when he says, I'm here. Then we go through the situation and we say, God, where were you? Why didn't you show up? Why was that such a bad day? How was that so horrible? I'm a Christian. Didn't I pray? Didn't I beg? Didn't I say please? And you did not show up. But then he looks at you and he says, I made a way. You failed to follow. I said what to do and you did not listen. I pointed my finger and showed you the path to take, but you went the other way. We have to be open to God's voice. We have to be open to God's talking. We have to be open to God. We have to let him work. We have to be filled with the Holy Spirit and let the Holy Spirit tell us that God is working. Because God will work. He wants to work. He wants his children to know who he is. And he will always communicate with his children.